Hey guys, Saving with Shay. Oh my gosh, this has been a long morning. Like, I'm at CVS right now. So this is not going to be a rant, but more of a just um, an awareness video, have you or whatever. And so basically, okay, you guys know a beauty club at CVS. It's spend 30, get back $3 extra care buck. And so every week that I do my deals, I really try to hit Beauty Club, and I was able to hit it 4 times last week, and I also had accumulated to hit it 4 times this week. But when I got my my beauty cash on yesterday, I only got back 9 instead of 12. So it said I was short $4 and like a little over $4. It said I was still short, and I was like, well, how am I short if everything that I purchased qualified for Beauty Club, and I should have hit it, but I didn't. So I'm going over my figures, and I'm constantly going over my figures, like what didn't count, and everything that I got qualified except like the oral care and the Tide that I got. I think everything else qualified besides that. So it was like 118 plus my tracking of 366. That should have put me over 122 to get back 12. And so I'm like, okay, it says I got to spend like $4.80 more. I don't want to go spend more money. I'm going to go spend an extra $5 to get back $3 when I shouldn't have to. So I was like, I'm just going to call customer service. It's been 2 days after purchase, so they should be able to look up my receipts. And I was on the phone with the first young lady, and she wasn't being helpful at all. I'm not going to lie. She wasn't. I was trying to be nice and polite, and I really wish I had recorded the conversation. I was basically explaining to her that I started this week tracking 366. I said I accumulated 118. That's 122. I should have got back at $12 extra care buck, not a 9. She wasn't understanding what I was trying to say, and I felt like I was going back to grade school with her, and so she was like, well, it says that you got back $24 in extra care bucks this year. I'm not talking about this year. I'm talking about this freaking week. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. That's right. But I said, my point is this week, like I shopped on Sunday. I have 6 separate receipts. When I add them all up, everything that's beauty, I should have got back 12, not 9. And she's like, well, I would have to go check out all your receipts. I said, can you do that? So she says, can I place you on hold? Knock yourself. Sure, go ahead. Place me on hold for a long, it was a while. This conversation was 35 minutes, you guys, by the time I got the phone. And so she comes back. She basically explained to me that all the figures are right. I must have gotten some that didn't qualify. And I'm like, well, what? I said, well, the thing is that if something didn't qualify, I need to know that it doesn't qualify so I don't purchase it again, or so I don't work it into my figures, because every time I shop, I'm thinking of Beauty Club and hitting Beauty Club. And I'm not going to add something to my total if it's not going to qualify. I said, and Beauty Club, it doesn't like reset every week, right? And she goes, yes, it does. I said, are you serious? She goes, yeah. I said, it runs from Sunday to Saturday, and then it starts all over again. I said, are you sure about that? She says, yes. I said, are you 100% sure about that? She goes, yeah. It expires each week. I said, okay, let me talk to somebody else. And she was like, yeah, you want to talk? I said, yeah, let me talk, because I said, I don't believe that to be true. So let me just talk to somebody else. And so, placed me on hold. Supervisor comes on the phone. He was awesome, okay? He was more than helpful. And he explained to me that I probably purchased something that didn't qualify. And so I explained to him, I said, I understand that, but I need to know what it was. I'm looking through my receipts. I'm trying to figure out what it was that didn't qualify. So the reason I'm talking to you is because the person before you was explaining to me the Beauty Club. And I said, from my understanding, it expires, it basically resets at the end of each year. And he goes, yeah, it runs the whole year. And it just tracks for you. And I go, yeah, okay, that's what I was explaining to the previous person, but she told me that it expires each and every week, and that's why I'm talking to you, because I didn't find that to be true. And so he goes, yeah, it tracks for you, and it runs the whole year and expires at the end of the year, because I know that. And the thing is that it's like some of these cashiers and I don't say cashiers and representatives, and they don't know. And that's the thing that sucks for us as the consumers, that a lot of times they don't know. They're giving you false information. And if you don't know any better, then you're just going to be like, oh, okay, you're going to see it as true and be like, okay, wow. If I didn't know any better, I'd be like, wow, it expires each week. That sucks. And I was telling her, I was like, so basically you're telling me if I hit $29.99 in beauty on Saturday night and Sunday night is going to reset. She said, yeah. I'm like, really? So a lot of times they're just not informed. They just don't know. And so he places me on hold, and not as long as her, but he did place me on hold for, the time. I had 6 receipts he had to calculate for or whatever. He comes back and he says, you know what? It was the macadamia blah, blah, blah. I was like, macadamia, macadamia, what? Macadamia. What is that? I'm looking at my receipts like, what did I buy that was macadamia? Was it makeup? It's lotion? And I am like, oh, he says, I said, it's a soft soap. It's this one right here. Macadamia oil. This one didn't count, he said. It didn't count for some reason. With the Beauty Club, I know it's shampoo and conditioner, and it's hair product stylers. It's, makeup and lotion and skincare products. And I know all these things that qualify for the program, but I said it's a little hard on the consumer for things to not qualify when they should. And so it's like with this body wash is a qualifying product for the Beauty Club. It should qualify, but it doesn't. This particular one did not. So what he could have done, if he wanted to, what he could have done is he could have just issued me a $3 extra care book. That's what he could have just done. Because he could clearly see that I purchased the body wash, and body wash is one of the qualifying items, but he didn't. All right. And so I was like, well, I really try hard not to make mistakes, because I know that you guys have a new policy where you can't return anything that you use coupons for. Like if I use extra care bucks or manufacturers, I don't get that value back. And he was like, no, you still can return stuff. I mean, we don't expect you guys to not be, we don't expect you guys to be perfect. And I try to make sure that my deals go right, because I know that when it comes to returning, that it may be a problem. Like I said, like the body wash is $3.50, and if I use $3 in extra care bucks, then I'm only going to get back 50 cents. He goes, no, you could still return it. You just might have to call us. And so I was like, okay, well, that's good to know, because I said every cashier that I've dealt with have always told me that you can return stuff that you use extra care bucks and beauty bucks and manufacturer coupons and CRTs for. It's just that you won't get that value back. You only get what you paid. And so he's like, no, that's not true. And so I hate that cashiers tell us that. Like, I understand they're trying to, cut down on people returning stuff that have purchased, people that return stuff that was purchased with extra care bucks and beauty bucks and manufacturer coupons and CRTs and stuff. I get that. But anyways, so I came back to CVS, because initially I was just going to return it. You know what? This is not the one I wanted anyways. I usually go with the 18 ounce, and I only went with 15 just because it's all I had. And so I was like, do I really want to go spend more money to get back $3 extra care buck, or should I just go and exchange it if I can? So I come back over here, and I had planned to do the paparazzi deal on the nail polish anyways while I was here, and just in my pocket. And so I came back, and the manager, she's super, super awesome, super awesome. I mean, I love all my stores, all of my cashiers, and that's her right there getting baskets out the parking lot. I love all my stores. I love all my cashiers. Like, they're all cool. Like, I don't have any really bad experiences, and if there's an issue, like, they're always awesome with trying to help me, and so I came in and got the paparazzi, and I was like, I left it in the car, because I was like, Chanel, just forget it. Just get the paparazzi, and that'll be your $4.80, and you'll get your beauty buck. But while I was purchasing this, I said, hey, I bought this body wash and didn't qualify for Beauty Club when it should have, and can I exchange it? And so she was like, yeah, you can exchange it. I go, yeah, because they said something about you're not getting your money back or something like that if you use extra care bucks and manufacturers. And she was like, oh, you don't get your coupons back. You can exchange it or whatever. And so I was like, okay. So I went ahead and took this back in there, and I was gonna get the orange one that I really don't like, but I was gonna get that one anyways. And she's like, well, if you really want this one, I can just give you this one and just give you the $3 extra care buck. So that's what she did. So she forced me an extra care buck, which is right here, which is awesome, right? And so I noticed on my receipt for the paparazzis that originally I got this pink one and a blue one. And I'm not a blue person. Like, I'm not blue, I'm not purple. I'm the pinks and reds. And so I tried this blue one, right? And when I look at my receipts, it's like, hey, it only tracked one, so one didn't count. And I was like, it's probably the blue one. That's probably the universe saying, Chanel, blue is not your color. Don't even go with blue. So the blue didn't track. So if it didn't track, that means that it's not going to count for beauty because it didn't track. That's just my opinion. I don't know if it's true or not, you guys. I'm just throwing it out there. So I was like, no, let me exchange it for another one that's going to actually produce the extra care buck. So I got this sparkly pink one. Reminds me of bubble gum. Anyways, so what she did when I returned the blue one is she just gave it back the value of this, which is $250, in the form of an ECB. That's what it happened. And then I used that to buy this one. So that's what it did. And then with the body wash, it was just like she was like, well, if you don't want to go through the whole, because it was asking for my driver's license just to return it and stuff like that. And she was like, well, I'll just force print you the $3 extra care buck. So, so my point of this video, you guys, because I'm already at 13 minutes, is keep track. Because honestly, like, when I was shopping at CVS before a long time ago, I never kept track of Beauty Club. I would just be like, you know, I should hit beauty. And I would be like, it'd be like a bonus. I wasn't really keeping track of beauty, but now I do. And so my point is for you guys that are shopping at CVS, and a lot of us, we really plan on beauty. And I know I do now more than any other time, because that's extra money for you. All right. And so, and even if you use those beauty bucks to buy stuff that you really need, diapers, milk, you know, cereal or whatever, it's like a bonus. I start my week and I know how much I need. All right. I know how much I need to hit my next one. All right. So when I shop, I try to shop on one day, on Sunday. I try to do all my beauty products, everything that's for Beauty Club, on one day. So that way, when 2 days later, normally takes 2 days for you to get your beauty bucks from Beauty Club. So once it hits, I get it all at once. Versus if I go and I do a little here and a little there, I like to hit beauty one time and I get back that one big extra care buck. That's what I like to do. It sucks when certain things don't qualify, and I've never noticed before. You know, I've never noticed before because I never kept track. But it's good to know which things, which brands, which flavors, which scents don't qualify, so that you don't add that into your figures, and you perhaps even choose one that's going to count towards beauty. So that was just the moral of the story, you guys. I hope it didn't really get too long, but yeah, I did come and do this added deal this week for beauty. So hopefully, well, she did issue me the $3, which was awesome of her. I purchased these two for $5, so I should get that extra $3 extra care buck probably in a couple days. But again, tip, I do all of my Beauty Club on the same day, and I do them early enough in the week where I'll get them before I start my next week. So if I do everything on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, by Wednesday I should have my beauty bucks. So that way I have everything ready to go into the next week. So I hope this video was helpful. I'm headed to Target right now to see if I can work out some deals for you guys. So I'm gonna try to record while I'm there. I really hope that you guys are having a beautiful day. It is cloudy in SoCal. Let me show you. Look how cloudy it is, and look how much traffic it is. Sucks. Yeah, I know. So I'll leave it there. You guys have a beautiful day, night, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.